if we got signal or not. There you are, Nina. What's the signal like? Showing me 2 bars when you've got the 4 bars going like that, but I can't see that thing, so I don't know. Is it coming through clear, or these are my new glasses, picked them up yesterday, but these are for distance, so PayPal, let's open that. Oh, this is showing internet problems. Okay, somebody just paid. Oh, there's no free network today. They must be working on the network or something. Okay, connect to hotspot. Okay, this one's not working. So, oh, you just made a payment, Mystic Road. Okay, Mystic Road, let's get cracking. How's the signal? How's the sound? Everything okay? Let me just find my other glasses so I can read what's on the screen. Okay. Right, so I'm in a totally different area at the moment. There's a kids area, the restaurant over there where they're all cooking, preparing lunch. I'm assuming that because it's a school day and everything, I might be okay in this area for at least an hour. So we're only going to do 1 reading per payment, like 1 reading. Hello, Nader and Extentakian. Okay, whatever that name says. Okay, so what are we doing for Mystic Road? Oh no, the guy that does the cleaning and stuff has come down here with some machine, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Doug's energy towards you. He's a Gemini. Okay, I'm just going to have to check PayPal. This phone can't pick up on internet at the moment. Nope. I don't know why. Mobile data off. I think the free internet is down the other end of the club, so my phone must be using my own internet. So I'm just going to have to go check PayPal to see what the payment is. This is readings, guys. Some call it psychic, tarot readings. I read from a normal poker deck. So yeah, I do have tarots, guys. Got tarots here. But yeah, I have been reading for over 40 years. So anyway, let me just check what's going on with PayPal. Reading for Francesca, which is Mystic Mini. The name is Francesca. Okay, so this is first reading. Now we're only going to be doing the 1 at a time. No, I'm not a teacher. I did work with youth services for quite some time, and the kids all thought that I was a teacher, but no, I'm not a teacher, and I don't teach what I'm doing here. I was thinking about it, but I haven't done it. Anyway, let's see. Mystic Road, Doug's energy towards you, the Gemini. So Doug, the Gemini, and your name is Francesca. So let's get going. This is a mini reading. Now, we're only doing 1 reading at a time. So if you are in the room and you're one of my regulars and you know that you like to make a payment and get in, please let Queen Goddess, which is Nina, and Crystal know that you are wanting a reading coming up. Don't just go and make a payment, because I might not be able to stay down here. I don't know what's going to happen here today. There's a lot of work going on in this club. All right, so let's just do a timer. This is a mini read, so here we go. Francesca would like to know, Doug, the Gemini, current feelings, intentions. Doug, the Gemini's current feelings and intentions. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is mini read. Mini read, you get the 5 at the top and then 9 cards and then the bottom card. Detailed reading, you get 7 at the top, 15 cards and then 3 bottom cards. Okay, so you get more cards and you also get more from the tarot. Anyway, here we go. You have actually 2 males showing up here, Francesca. One looking at the other. So these 2 people, one of them's aware of the other one. So this might be Doug, who you're asking about, may be interested in whoever you've been with before, might be wondering whether you're still involved with this person or why you're talking to this person. It could be somebody else that's looking at Doug, wondering why you're interluding with him. We have this thing about doing the right thing and reconnecting. So the 5 of Hearts is all about reconnecting with someone from your past. It can be family matters where you need to sort something out. The 6 of Hearts is usually around things like taking care of the responsibilities of what you've got to do. There is some surprise of love and support coming through, but I'm not sure which one's which. Now, we didn't nominate anyone in the cards apart from the Queen of Hearts would be you, Francesca. So the problems that this guy you're asking about is having at the moment is something to do with people gossiping. This can be where somebody did the wrong thing in the past, somebody said something to somebody else, or you know, why is this person hanging around you, or why are you thinking about this person? So this can be all about sort of like gossip kind of energy. This is the right kind of energy. This is where socializing, getting together, feeling good about things. This can be going to events, turning up at the same events together. So he might go to the local football or the basketball or swimming, whatever it is, and you happen to go to the same place. So this is like a nice kind of energy, but this is a worrying energy. This is where somebody's concerned about what everybody thinks that this person's doing. Coming up for him, what he wants to do, if you have been together in the past or you've had some kind of confrontation in the past, this is where it's a connection that's kind of hanging by a thread. And again, we've got these things about socializing in groups of people. So I feel this is showing where somebody's got a lot of fear around what people think, you know, like, oh, what's somebody going to think if I start talking to her? Or what's this person going to think if we have a relationship with each other? So this is where there's some kind of other energy outside of the connection between you two. The outcome is where you're feeling frustrated energy from this person. You've got 2 black 10s there. That's usually where somebody's saying, look, you know, let's just not do anything at this stage. Oh, he's not available. Okay, so he's not available to you. Well, that's where all this problem is. He's trying to do the right thing. He wants to have something. He wants to run into you in a social circumstance, you know, where there's lots of people. That's why I'm getting this lots of people around. So none of this one-on-one time going off somewhere together because he's not available. That changes what's going on with this black 2. That can mean a relationship that's barely working, hanging on by a thread. Okay, we've got a $2 donation for the yes and no question from Tisha. So we'll get to that next. At the bottom of the deck, we do have, he wants to do what's right and responsible, be responsible. So the buzzer's going. So Francesca, let's just do 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom for you. What else does she need to know? What's the energy? What's the connection? What does this guy feel, this Gemini guy she's concerned about? What's his feelings? When he thinks about Francesca, what's he feel about her? That was a death card that dropped on the floor, upside down, dropped on the table. Death card upside down is something that's over, but it's not over. Okay. We have balance and justice, but we also have this confrontation card. This is where somebody's no, I can't talk to you right now. I've got to keep things balanced and in control. So he's all about keeping control of a situation, not letting anything get out of control. He is thinking about you. High Priestess is trying to trust in his own instincts about what he needs to do. And he does know that you think about him for some reason. So I don't know if you've been together in the past, had conversations, or what the connection is. We also have at the moment a third party card, but also a just friends. Okay, so this is more of a just friends. You're asking, would you be hearing from him, Mystic Road, Francesca? It looks like it would be in a social setting. So if you're thinking that he's going to reach out and you're going to have some private little conversation for half an hour or something like that, I'm not really seeing that because of it's basically like he's not available and there's always somebody around, whether it be kids, the partner, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, whoever. It's like there's always people around, so can't really do much about anything. And then the rest of the day you're either at work or you're in bed or whatever. I do feel that this person does think about you, but I just feel that to have any kind of connection or do anything about it, it's very tricky at the moment for anything to happen. And I also feel there's a lot of fear about people saying things about it, you know, in a negative sense. Anyway, it's one question when you do your, so what you should have asked was, what's the feelings and will I hear from this person, you know, soon? Like, when will I hear from this person? Okay. So, but it does look like you would possibly run into this person or see this person, you know, and like you might be looking at this person's Facebook or the family's Facebook and see that they're all going to be going to some picnic or something for 4th of July, and you think, I'm going to go there too. Like you're deliberately going to go there so you can see him, possibly have a conversation or whatever. But at this moment, I'm not seeing much about any kind of connection going on because it's too hard to do anything about it. Or you're not on social media and you don't stalk. A lot of people do. It's not so much stalking. It's like, oh, I wonder what he's doing, you know, and then you see that they're happy or they're not happy, or you see that there's a lot of stuff going on with friends or whatever. I do remember a person that a male was telling her that he wasn't happy and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, just have a look at the social media and see what's on there. And there was all of this, oh, I love them so much. And, you know, all of this sort of complete opposite of what this person was told. And, yeah, it helped them make a decision about to move on and get somebody else or to keep plodding along to try and get there. You donated $20. Okay, let me go and have a look. Up next, we've got a $2 yes and no quick question for Tisha. But let me just quickly go and check if there's any more PayPal donations. Okie, I don't know where you paid the money, but there is there's no payments coming in. Okay. I didn't think there was a payment because it notifies me on my watch and it notifies me there. This phone at the moment is having troubles trying to connect with anything because there doesn't seem to be any Wi-Fi down the end of this club. So luckily I've got connection on this phone. All right, Tisha, what is your $2 yes and no? Is Crystal online? I haven't seen Chris's name come up while I've been reading. Is Crystal online, Nina? I should have got some water before I came down here. Oh, so Crystal did comment. Let me just go back and see if Tisha wrote anything below. Be right back. Oh, so Tisha's gone off somewhere. All right, we'll just wait. It was only a $2 thing that she did anyway, so that's just a quick yes or no. What we might do, which I haven't done for a very long time, if we do have a dead spot like this where nobody's coming in and paying, Bethel has just paid, so we won't do what I was just about to suggest. Bethel's paid for a detailed reading or 2 minis, not sure yet till Bethel speaks. I'm picking up on somebody else's internet here on the other phone. Okay, we've got to wait for Bethel's. It's either detailed or 2 minis she's paid for. I think it's a detailed reading. Let me just go check while we're waiting. Bethel, if you're here, can you please tell me what your question is? Thank you. I can't hear because of my volume issue. We'll have it fixed in about 10 minutes. I can post though. We'll have it fixed in about 10 minutes. I can post though. You can come back and watch it later. Oh, she can't hear me anyway. Just tell her, type, Tisha, put your question there, come back and listen to it later. Bethel is just wanting a general reading, so we'll do hers and then we'll come back, okay? No, I didn't end the live. I was just checking PayPal. Okay, so Bethel is a general reading, a detailed reading. So we'll move on to that and we'll come back with Tisha's question. So Nina, Tisha can't hear. So can you just tell her that to post her question and then she can watch her video later. I forgot totally to put the timestamps for everybody. So we're starting Bethel at, let's say 17:30, 17:30 for Bethel. General. And let's get this started. Bethel, here we go. Bethel. And then we'll do that $2 yes or no kind of question, which is very quick. General messages, love, career, money, court. What's going on for Bethel? What does she need to know? What's coming up? Okay, the cards keep jumping, Bethel, so we'll get them out on the table. Okay, Bethel, we'll just nominate, I was going to nominate that the Jack or King of Clubs was your Virgo person, and the Queen of Diamonds would be that female that creates trouble if they come out. We do have the Jack of Clubs, but we also have a Jack of Hearts, we have a Jack of Diamonds and a Jack of Spades. So before we go any further, 4 Jacks is usually a very positive sign about movement, travel, new ideas with work. It can represent study. It can represent a lot of planning going on and a lot of different things happening in your life where, and they're not just little things, it's like more likely something a little bit more progressed. Okay, so with your court thing, we got some stuff coming through. With your love life, we got some stuff coming through. With your financial situation, your career path and what you want to do, we got that coming through. But also there's a travel kind of feeling here where it might be a short distance travel because I don't see anything long here. But yeah, there might be somewhere where you're needing to travel backwards and forwards or something coming up. We have a plan to be very structured here. The Jack of Diamonds is an invitation. The Two of Diamonds can simply be an invitation to somebody's engagement or somebody's wedding, but it also can be a business plan and signing a contract, somebody saying, hey, would you like to sign this contract? We do have you as the businesswoman showing up going, I'm not too keen on this plan. I'm not too keen on where this would take me. I feel like I'm getting ripped off in this situation, or I feel like there's something better that I need to look into. So you're kind of putting a plan on hold, whether this is a court thing or this is a new business adventure, but this is where you're saying, no, I just need to sort through everything. There is some male here where you're saying enough's enough with this particular person, and unfortunately you keep seeing this person. And I think we've discussed this before, that your crowd and his crowd is the same people. The places that you frequent and that he frequents, you're going to run into each other. You're literally turning your back on this energy And let's say you walk into a club, you're there having a good time, you spot this person, they start staring at you, or you talk to Joe Blow and they decide to talk to Joe Blow. You go, look, I've had enough of this. I feel this is very childish. If you want to have a conversation with me, you know my number, contact me, and I'm out of here. So I do feel that you're putting your foot down coming up. You are quite angry, and you're like, look, I just don't even want to talk anymore. I don't understand what's going on here. We had something, it didn't work. Other people influenced the situation. It's done. So I do feel you're looking at other options. So you're sort of sitting between two jacks. This is the one you want nothing to do with. This is the one you're deciding, should I go down this path and start to explore something new? So there could be a new job coming up. There could be some kind of travel thing coming up. But I also feel that this might have something to do with romance that's coming up. Be careful of injury in the next 4 weeks. It's a minor kind of thing. You could just don't leave things laying around your house when you go to bed, just in case you get up in the middle of the night, you may fall over on something. But there could be a small injury. It's either your wrist, where you fall and you hit your wrist on the ground, or it's something to do with your foot. Nothing broken, no hospital or nothing like that, but it won't feel nice if that thing happens. So that's like a warning before it happens. You have an invitation for some kind of job thing coming up. It's almost like ending one to start something else, and this is more financially beneficial for you. This sometimes means a payout for something that went wrong within work. You did mention something before about something within your work, Bethel, where somebody being harassing and all of this sort of thing. I'd say that that's an end to that, and something very beneficial coming your way, coming up. Now, it is saying something to do with September, so it may take as long as September for something new to come into play and start to show benefits to you. But the other thing is 9 weeks, 9 days, the 9th of June, something's coming to an end for something new to start. Now, looking at this in relationships, you have somebody who's a player and somebody who wants to be by your side no matter what. These two people see each other or know each other or something like that. They may not actually be friends or anything like that, but this could be the Virgo energy, and this would be somebody else that is aware of this person. It's like the Virgo energy in the way, all right? But I do feel that in relationships, something's coming to an end. It may be a sudden end with the 9 of Diamonds, because that's usually something cutting with a knife. There is something to do with a health-related matter here where somebody, it looks like a male energy connected to you, will require some kind of surgery to be successful. So they may have been doing physiotherapy, they may have been doing some kind of medical therapy. It does look like a procedure of some kind will be necessary to make this thing work, whatever it may be. But it does look like it's around male energy, not you. There is news of somebody and a baby coming up. This is a fresh new pregnancy on the horizon for somebody. There's also a new love thing. It starts as a lot of feelings going on, but just in the friendship zone with this person. This person may be a lawyer, they may be a police officer, they may be in the military, or they used to be, or they may come from a family of military, security, or government background, okay? I feel that there may be a romantic thing on the horizon for you. Hello, Ace Woman. I haven't seen you for a long time. I'm sorry I haven't done those readings. I just haven't had the chance to sit down and really focus on them. I will do something one day. Maybe I should do a live thing that is all about that. The problem I'm going to have with that is people that are paid for readings thinking I'm going to be doing paid readings when I'm trying to focus on things, you know, disappeared children and things like that. All right. Sorry, Bethel. We'll tag on an extra couple of minutes for you. Yeah, I do feel that this romantic adventure, it's a friendship. It's like going out places and having fun. It's not where you're one-on-one just yet. It's exploring each other, finding out what this person likes. There is one little fly in the ointment here, something that either he or you have your other stuff you have to take care of. It could be someone being annoying or jealous or saying something they don't need to say. But I'm liking this energy, but it's also, there's some new pregnancy on the horizon for somebody. Could be you, but it's not showing me who. Outcome cards, we'll just set this for another couple of minutes. Okay. Outcome cards are kind of bleak. Your outcome cards are showing a forced situation here where somebody's saying, you've got to do this and that, and you're saying, that wasn't me. I wasn't involved in that. That's not my problem. This is your plan, not mine. So this is you standing up for yourself, making sure that you get the plan that you deserve. So this could be within job or whatever. I don't feel this has anything to do with romance, but there's also about a contract that's finally being ripped up or changed or whatever, and a lot of discussions going on with this. I'm wondering if this is your court case or one of the things going on for you where it wasn't your responsibility, somebody else did this. You say, this is how the plan's meant to go, and then you say, let's rip up and end this contract and let's discuss the new plan. It could also be about this travel thing, that you have to travel somewhere because somebody's not well. It may be some relative, some cousin or something, and you get a phone call and say, look, can you come? Bottom of the deck, the energy you've got here is socializing, enjoyment, nice things going on here. Changing the plan, you're sort of turning your back on something, thinking, okay, this they're never going to learn a lesson. I'm just going to do my own thing now. Let's quickly do top and bottom here. Tisha did post a question up backwards. If you go backwards and look for that orange T, Nina, you'll see her question. She already posted it. Okay, this is the last bit for Bethel. What else does she need to do? Top and bottom 3 cards. I've got this deck upside down. I turned it up and they were all upside down again. Okay, so we'll put them like that and we'll leave them 2 upside down. All right, your other messages, you need to know what's coming up. You have 7 of Cups. Don't get yourself in some kind of delusional state about something and believing something that is just not there. Also, it could be that you've got a lot of choices presented to you of which way you can go. Not all of them are going to be great. The 7 of Cups is the 7 of Hearts. So this is you making plans and starting to see things evolve. 9 of Pentacles could mean that some payout is on the horizon, something coming to a complete end. Sometimes this can be the finishing of a job to start something new, but you get your benefits or something paid for. Now, again, I do feel that this is something to do with somebody, a family member or a hereditary type thing, and some kind of surgery may be required. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only, everybody. If you do need medical assistance or financial assistance and everything, please go through the correct channels to get that. Also, we have the 5 of Swords here. I feel that you're going to be done with something. I feel that the 5 of Swords energy is basically, it can be a double-edged sword, pardon the pun, with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords can be where you just go, look, these people don't listen to me. I don't want anything more to do with this. I'm just shutting this down. The other way can be you're trying to talk and you feel like you're talking to a brick wall and other people are just going in a different direction to you. Now, 5 of Swords is 5 of Spades. 5 of Spades can be where you just totally shut something out. The other message you've got, just to finish up, we do have 9 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands to me is, it can be about gossip and shutting things out and just not listening. When it's in reverse, I feel that something that did look like it was going to be very challenging or whatever, you do have the option to move forward and make some plans with the right people because it's in reverse. If it was upright, I'd just say that you're putting a wall up and stopping everything. But because it's in reverse, I feel that you're starting to open the doorway to something coming up. You need to have more trust in your own intuition, Bethel. You need to start believing in what you feel is correct, not what somebody's trying to tell you is right. When it feels wrong, it's wrong. When it feels right, it's right. because everybody has their own feelings on things. You are needing to get prepared for the battle that's ahead. I feel this is a battle of documents, a battle of words, and standing up for yourself. You know, you had the both black fives. One of them is about walking away and knowing when to call it quits and leave it alone. The last card is telling you, you will know when it's time to stand up for you and when it's time to voice your opinion. Okay, thank you so much, Bethel. Tisha, will your next long-term relationship with a white man or Hispanic man? That's a yes and a no. So we're going to do top and bottom for your yes and no. Okay, so the top is what would happen. Is the relationship at the top going to be with a white Western man? I assume you mean. What do they call them? Not white, they call them something else. I don't know. Okay, a white Westerner, or will Tisha's relationship at the bottom show me where's she more likely to be in a relationship with a white Western type man, English speaking man, I assume you mean, or will it be with a Hispanic? Is Hispanic Mexican or not necessarily? Anyway, Hispanic at the bottom. Almost white. Oh, Caucasian, that's the word, Caucasian. See, I don't use that word here. I don't use white either. I don't say that's a white person or whatever. I usually say, oh, they're from England, or they're from New Zealand, or they're Australian, mixed blood, Euro, like me, mixed blood, Euro. Okay, for the white Caucasian man, we do have, if you want to put your efforts into it, that you could dream this thing up. You could have a totally new beginning with something really fresh that you're not used to. I feel that not enough would be said at this time. So we got 2 for and 1 sort of against. At the bottom with Hispanic, this is you looking at all the options and sort of over investigating this connection, healing from past connections to Hispanic men, and wanting something big but not sure if it's there. So I'd say that because you got this, if you do end up with a Caucasian man, I feel that this would be something very, very new for you, but you're not too sure how to go about this relationship. As far as this goes, I feel that there's some healing you need to do here, where things that you're literally keeping an eye on this person. If you got with a Hispanic man, you're constantly thinking that they're lying or that they're doing something else or there's somebody else in the background, whereas this would be a total eye-opener. So who do I think your relationship would be with? I think that the best relationship would be with the Caucasian man. I feel that this would cause a lot of suspicion, a lot of needing to step back and heal from past wounds, to finally get to your Ace of Cups. So that's what I get there. I would pick that you would be happier exploring something new with a Caucasian man. That's what I'm thinking is there. Yeah, see, we don't have a lot of that here. We have a lot of English, New Zealand, and Europeans in Australia. Anyway, thank you for your $2 donation. I don't think anybody else has paid today. We haven't got our usuals in. Has anybody else made a payment? Let me just go and check PayPal. No more there. Okay, so it looks like we're done. Who have we got in the room that would like a 3-card pull on their star sign? Nina, we'll do you. Aries? Aries, 3-card pull. Oh, we'll do these. 3-card pull. We'll just do this for another couple of minutes in case somebody pays for a reading. I'm not used to this. Normally, oh, you tried to have a detailed reading. I don't know why the super chat wouldn't let you pay the unless you pay it in 2 payments or something. You tried 5 times. You'll have to get PayPal. PayPal's free to get it, and then you just connect it. You can go here in Australia. You can go and get a Visa debit card from the post office, not from a bank. And you literally say, I want to put $20 on this Visa card, and then you connect it to a PayPal account. And then once you've used the $20, there's nothing there, you know? Oh, you used to have PayPal. Okay. All right, so Nina will do Aries. 3 cards for Aries. So anybody that's Aries and watching, this is for you. Donations are open at the moment, guys. There's nobody in this area. I've got about half an hour before people will start coming in. I'm in a totally different area today with the emergency doors behind me and the kids' play area in front. I might start coming down this area because this is good. There's nobody comes down here. It's fairly quiet apart from the music. Okay, Aries. What does Aries need to say? 3 cards for Cancer. All right, we'll do Aries first. Aries, we have a lot of spying going on for Aries. This is the Tower, but it's not like the tarot card. This is where you are watching and looking and seeing what's going on with people, okay? You could be watching somebody's conversation, or you're watching how somebody reacts to you when you tell them something. But this is literally doing some investigation at the moment for Aries. Also for Aries, you've got some hard work coming up. Now, this could be trying to get somebody to do something, somebody to start cut the grass or go and get a job cleaning windows or whatever. So I feel that your Aries people out there, you're trying to get somebody off their bum and helping. It can be that you've got a hard sort of job going on at the moment. Also for Aries, you will be applying for something. Now, this could be writing a letter to somebody, having communication with somebody you haven't talked to in a while. For some of the Aries people out there, this could be a new job application, or some kind of money coming towards you. Anyway, that's what we have for Aries. Let's reshuffle. We've got to keep the same cards in case Cancer has the same ones. Okay, so this is for anybody that's watching that is the Cancer star sign. I don't know if that lady that came to the channel that said is that all readings paid for, if she's still here, we'll do her star sign. Okay, Nina, did you want me to look at another star sign for you after this one? So this is for Cancer. I'm surprised. Normally when I go live, I have to tell people not to pay. So it's really strange that nobody's paying today. Cancer star sign. Cancer, like I said, I put the same cards back in. Cancer, you're really getting frustrated with something at the moment. This is sitting in your challenge area, Cancer. So at the moment, it's like trying to make something happen, trying to get somebody to do something. In my case, I am Cancer. I feel like my husband's retired and does nothing except play snooker and play computer games, apart from cutting the grass maybe every 4 weeks. And I'm doing the washing, the cooking, selecting the stuff for whatever, sorting out, you know, our money, our bills, doing the bed, doing the sheets, doing the laundry. And yeah, so it's like, for me, that makes a lot of sense that, come on, you know, 50-50 situation. Let's get this happening together. Anyway, what else have we got for Cancer? Oh, you may be feeling a little bit lost with which way to go, what you should choose. This could be within your work, what you need to do. For me personally, it would be, should I do those readings, those recordings about the children that have been murdered or died or lost, taken? So yeah, for me, this makes sense in my working life. But this could represent you don't know what to do in your relationship at the moment, or you're feeling a little bit lost, like which way do I go right now, Cancer? And the other thing we have is, oh, be careful here. We do have the fox in the picture for Cancer. This could be somebody being very sly, very sneaky with what they're up to. Somebody might be trying to have a conversation with you. Just be very wary that you're being told the truth in a situation. The other thing that might happen here when we have a fox is something coming towards you quite quickly, you know, or it might be telling you if an opportunity comes up, if there's a job or something you can do, Don't sit around and go, oh, I might do it or I might not do it. It's telling you to do it now, you know, make a decision and do it now. So the fox can be two things. It can be something quick that you need to make a decision right now, not wander around and decide next week, because by next week it'll be too late. But yeah, that's what it means for Cancer. Libra, both my kids are Libra, so this will be interesting. They're very different, apart from being male and female, but both my adult children are Libra star sign. Now, Tisha, do you know what your rising sign is? If you don't, while I'm reading Libra, go to Google and type in sun, moon, and rising sign, then fill in the details. You don't have to put your name in there. And just fill in the details, what date you were born, where you were born, like what country, if you know the area, and then the time that you were born. If you don't know the time, but you know that you were born at night, I think it tells you to put it at 6 p.m. If you don't know the time and you were born in the morning, to put 6 a.m. It's something like that, 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. or 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., something like that. Okay? Look at your rising sign, and if you are anywhere over 40, 45, we need to look at your rising sign, because basically what you're born as, which is your month, as you age, especially like anywhere 30, 35, 40, 45, you tend to show a lot more traits of your rising sign. Your moon sign is just your emotions and how you cope with things. So Cancer is your sun sign, yes. Your moon sign will be all about your emotional thing, your emotional attachments, on how you face things emotionally. And then your rising sign is who you become, okay? Basically, your rising sign is more of who you are than your birth sign. Your birth sign is just the month you were born in. But the day and the hour you were born in is your rising. Okay, so Nina, do you know what yours is? Because we'll look at that after this. So anyway, this is for the Libra people out there. What messages have we got for Libra? I'm really surprised today. I mean, well, I don't normally go live on a Wednesday. I'm normally only on a Tuesday and a Thursday, so maybe that's where the problem is. Maybe people are not expecting. Okay, Libra, you have an opportunity coming. Okay, you're going to get something in the news that you've been waiting for. Now, this could be a job. This could be money. This could be something you've been waiting for. If you've been waiting for some kind of communication with somebody you haven't talked to, this is a really nice card to have for which one's which, Nina? Is Virgo your rising, or is Pisces the rising? Also for Libra, we have, if you are a male, this is you being probably wanting to join a gym or start going for a run or go on a diet, or like looking after your health here. But this is also where people are starting to take notice of you. If you're talented in something, let's say you're a builder, or you're really good with computers, or designing something, or painting something, or whatever. This can be where, especially with this news card, this normally would mean a new job and being noticed. Now, if you are a female and this comes out, this could be that you're getting noticed by somebody for your talents and at work, or if you're a dancer, a singer. Other than that, it could be that you're involved with somebody that they're a little bit self-centered. They could be more about themselves than about you, okay? And they might be working on themselves at the moment. And Libra, your last card is, you need to protect yourself, Libra. You need to be careful about your choices at the moment. You need to be careful of where you're going, what you're doing. You know, if you've got going out of your house, make sure you lock the door. If you're getting out of your car and leaving it somewhere, just make sure if you've got valuables in the car that everything's locked. But this is about protecting yourself, protecting your money, making the right choices, and protecting your wife, your husband, your kids, whatever. So this is all about protection for Libra. Okay, so Queen Goddess, your moon is in the Virgo and your rising is Pisces. Okay, so this is for Pisces rising sign, but also for anybody that's Pisces that's watching. I'm pretty sure mine's Gemini, so I'll do Gemini after this. I'm just waiting on Tisha to get back. She must be doing her thing to find out what she is. All right. So this is for Pisces now. Pisces, and then we will do Virgo for you as well, Nina. If you've got somebody and you know when they were born, what time they were born or whatever, we'll have a look at their rising sign as well. Yes, this is for entertainment purposes only, guys. So this is for Pisces now. I don't think I know any. Oh, I do know one Pisces. I haven't seen her in a very long time. Hope she's doing great. Okay, Pisces, wow, the money tree. So this is all about growth and movement forward. This is really where you plant yourself down in the ground. This is a very grounded card. So Nina, you said that this is your rising sign. You're only just 30 now. You will over the years be going into this sign, but this does make up a lot of who you are and what your decisions are. But this is telling you to stand strong on your decisions. And if you've got money or whatever, you're going to be planning what you're doing with this money, what you're spending it on, what you need to save for. You may be getting into some kind of job or work or something. You do have someone you need to just crack this whip and make them move, make them do something about it, make something happen here. And also for Pisces, your outcome. Okay, we've got the stork. Now, the stork can represent a pregnancy and a baby, but not in this sequence here. So I feel that this is a plan for the future that you're doing, but it's also something new starting. So this can be a new romantic adventure that you're going on. This can be a new job that you get. This could be living in a new place or introduced to new people as well, something new coming in. It's going to make you very happy, whatever it is. Let's just see what was at the bottom of that pile. Yeah, so this is something to do with new home, new feelings. I was wanting to see if it had the baby card underneath. Now, I just did get a payment, so we're going to move on to that. I was just going to quickly do Virgo first, and then I'll check that payment. Let me check the payment, what it was and who paid. Really, Chris made a payment. I was just doing free star signs, Chris, because usually I've got people online, but I'm not normally on today. Okay, somebody else just paid. I've never seen that name before. They've paid for a detailed reading, whoever that is. Now, we'll just put a stop to the readings because I was going offline in 20 minutes. So I'm not sure who that is until that person tells me. I have got their question there, so if you're going to try and do a doozy and say that it was you that paid, I can see the question. And I'm not going to say what the question is until the person... KLM. Yeah, Chris, I can see your donation. I think KLM might be matching up. Your sun, moon, and rising are all in Cancer. Wow. You need to really study what Cancer is, because every sign you've got is Cancer. Wow. I've never heard of anybody having all three sitting in Cancer. I'm sure it happens. Okay, so it was you. Your neighbour said somebody was looking around her house and mine on Saturday night. Let me just go check PayPal because the question's on there just to make sure that that's you. Okay, so KLM is after Chris with a detailed reading. And then we'll probably be finished, guys, okay? Now we're just going to quickly do Virgo, and no need to do Cancer. We already did it for Tisha. Just quickly Virgo, and then we're on to Chris. Chris, what's your question, please? This is for Virgo. Anybody out there watching Virgo? Virgo. Virgo, we have the spying card. So this is where you're looking, you're seeing what's going on. And this is also can be at your benefit to keep an eye on things to see what's going to happen, you know, sort of have your own crystal ball and see what's coming. We do have some money coming towards you. So you may be going to win the lottery, you might be going to win a competition, you might be going to get a pay rise, you might be getting some money coming to you, or you may be selling or buying something at the moment, but usually this is money coming, not going. Okay, and also for Virgo, lastly, we do have something being told about being sly. This could be Virgo themselves being sneaky, being sly. It could be that somebody's doing that to you. You're also being told, Virgo, to be quick about something, to make a decision and do something about it, not to just wait around. Now, if there is a medical condition going on, this would mean investigation from the doctor. This would mean time to look at, you know, fish are very healthy. So it could be eat more fish or get more active because fish work together with other people and they're with other fish. They go in schools. So let's say this was a medical thing. This would be the investigation. This would be the solution, like working together. And this would be telling you not to waste time to get onto it, to start sorting out what the problem is. This is about work. This would be you need to investigate where you can make some money and start taking some action and get it happening. Okay, so that's what we've got for Virgo. All right, let's get on to Crystal. Crystal's readings is a general for June. Okay, let's go. So Chris, you said you weren't here before. I'll just show you where I am. As you can see, there's the emergency doors behind me. The club entrance is way down there. I'm using my data to go live because there's absolutely no signal down here where I am. And I'm down here. There's the restaurant over there and the kids' play area. So normally I'm down in the corner over there behind the restaurant. I'm normally there. All the areas of the close are closed, all down there. It says close, 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 can't go anywhere. So I ventured down here and I noticed that the signal was good on my phone, but on my other phone, there's no signal at all. It's on SOS and there's no free Wi-Fi down this part of the club, which is strange. Anyway, I've got the microphone on because there is music, but this looks like this might be my new place to go. There's no one here. And when they start coming in for lunch, they go down that end. The only thing I'd have a problem with is if they come in with kids, because they're going to want to come here. But normally what happens is the adults sit over there and the kids come in and go into that play area. And if they're big enough, they can open the thing themselves. But if they're little kids, the parents come in here. So let's get on with it. A general for June for Crystal. And then we've got KLM with her question, which was about somebody snooping around the house. All right, let's see. Crystal wants to know what's coming towards Crystal for the month of June. What wonderful, new, exciting things are going on. Now, we will nominate those two individuals, will be the same cards as per usual, the clubs, and also that G is, if you get Queen of Hearts and King of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, which is you, and then the King or the Jack of Hearts will say that it's used to. It's the same with the clubs. If only with the spades, the King and the Queen of Spades will be L, okay? Won't say names online, just in case. Okay. So June, let's just restart because we've already wasted a minute talking. Okay. Here we go, Chris. Good luck. What's coming for Chris in June? Ouch. Be prepared for fire from L. Won't last long, but just be prepared for the fire from L. We have this surprising display of emotions in a good way. Let's meet up. Or you could, you know, like what happened before where you went to that show at the church and somebody else happened to be there. It could be that kind of thing again. But this is literally showing a surprise of love and discussions going on. And you recently mentioned what was said to you today about movement, moving in and stuff. This is that. This is that nice feeling. Then we have our Jack of Spades, which represents L. If I'll just show you what black. Irresponsible, anger, third-party anger, jealousy. Even though this person might not be aware who that person is, I do feel that if what happens, which was requested about moving in and everything, that this person will, with their travels up and down, will be looking for a fight. This is anger, this is confrontation, this is, I'm going to change everything. This is basically somebody being very silly, very irresponsible. Okay. In regards to a health-related matter, sometimes something that seems very, very good for you, just be careful, because sometimes we can overindulge in something, and this can mean at night. So just on a different matter here, just take care with, you know, what you're eating or drinking or whatever it is you're doing. It does seem to be sitting around a male though, and it's not showing me alcohol. This has nothing to do with alcohol. This is more likely, let's say that G has to take blood pressure medication, okay? This would be where G is not taking the medication. This is somebody choosing not to do what they're supposed to do for their own well-being. So this is having too much of a good time, and just being a little bit careless with, you know, if you, let's say it was you, had to take a certain tablet every night at every afternoon at 4 p.m. This would be where you just go, oh, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it today. It doesn't matter. This is telling you just to not, or whoever this is, just not to be careless with what they're doing in regards to that. Okay. I do feel that's around a male though. Now it may be a young male, so it may be somebody's child, a teenager. Okay, it may be a teenager getting involved with the wrong thing here. I can't remember how old your younger brother is in that, but it may be something to do with this person where they're getting involved with something that's just the wrong way. This is the wrong way to do things, and they need to have some support base here. They need to have some guidance. Okay, what else is coming here? We have a movement going on. We have somebody moving in, somebody moving out, somebody moving wherever. We do have a clinging on relationship here. We have two people that it's not over, it is over, it's not over. We got that sort of thing going on. That scared the hell out of me then. It's the chef shouting, one of the chefs shouting at somebody in the back area. We have a lot of love going on in June. We have some kind of new financial responsibilities coming on. Normally this is a new job. This is your new requirements in your job. And with it sitting with the Ace of Hearts, this is where you're really sort of like, this is easier than I thought. And it's really comforting with what's going on. There is this black 3 here sitting here. Now, this could mean somebody in the family that's not very happy at the moment, or they're kind of isolating themselves, or the other way of looking at it, Chris, is where you might be just not having anything to do with a particular person during June. You're having as little as possible to do with that person for your own reasons, and you're busy enjoying whatever this is. So this could be a romantic decisions being made in two people's favour. This could be to do with work as well. Okay, but there's some nice things going on. You don't have any doom and gloom in your lead up to it. Things going on is a definite end to one relationship or job. This could be the end to a contract because there's something new starting and being solid and firm commitments about the future. Now, if we look at a job, this is the ending of one decision and taking on the new contract. This is really good energy. And again, this is about holding on to information about a job at the moment. So what this could mean, Chris, is let's say that you told the ABC factory that, yeah, I really want this job, I'm really interested. You're not telling them that you've got this other job, and then you're going to put them on hold. So I feel that you're making a firm decision about where you're going to go within your work. But in regards to relationships, this is a firm standing and outlaying all the rules about what's happening. And this would be keeping it to yourself, because the black 5 is where you don't speak, you don't speak. So that's keeping a new decision to yourself. Outcome cards for June are contracts, new jobs, and a lot of discussions going on with Mr. Wonderful here, which would be G. And some people are not too happy about this, or one person in particular might not be too happy about all of this, but this is having a lot of discussions about how to make things all work, how this whole situation will work. But you also got contracts coming in with the 2 jacks, which is some kind of travel and movement and going and looking at things, but this is also to do with the new job and signing the contract. So I'm liking what I'm seeing there. So it looks like firm decisions around work is all happening in June for sure. Bottom of the deck. Oh, remember I said that U and G will be these 2? We've got the 3 with the 9 of hearts. For some reason, the King of Spades is sitting in the middle of it. And all I can think is that the King of Spades, because he's looking at over here, he's looking at you 2 together. So maybe there's baby thing coming up in June, because this is underneath. So it might be some surprise coming, if that's what you're wanting. It is looking nice. All right, not too sure why that King of Spades was sitting in there. It might have nothing to do with L. It might actually be like the King of Spades can represent an official decision as well, and the 2 kings, that you had 2 kings, even though you had the Queen next to it, which would represent G, the 2 kings, and then that 3 and the 9 would be the new job is delayed because of pregnancy. Woohoo! It's finally got to happen. It's got to happen. I've been praying and sending those vibes. And just as I looked at the bottom, look what I had. I turned over to make sure they were upright, and I had that as I was talking about U and G. Okay, what else does Chris need to know for June? And up next, we got KLM, and it's probably going to be the last reading, guys, because people are starting to, there's a couple of people coming in over there. Okay, June. Bottom of the deck, we got something swift and fast going on. It could be somebody being a bit juvenile in June. Something is definitely wearing on you in June. We've got the 10 of Swords here, which can be like, oh my God, enough of all of this. The good thing about the 10 of Swords is something is complete. It could be a legal decision. It could even be where you're going to be working, something to do with government or a hospital or whatever. So next to that, we do have the Tower in reverse. Now, Tower, I don't like the card because it can be some disaster, some explosion. But when it's in reverse, to me, it's like avoiding disaster, that it's not going to be a disaster. This is sort of like, oh my God, finally it's done, it's finished. You will be standing up for yourself and stating your claim in June. This could be about work. I wonder if you're going to work helping through with some kind of incidents and things within work. Because I do know that you worked in, was it like some kind of health insurance, but the law around that? So this could be a similar sort of thing that I'm seeing here in regards to work, where people that had that to turn it around for them. But other than that, I feel that this is someone being overbearing, you saying, I'm not letting it get to me, and you stand on your own 2 feet and say, there's the door, goodbye, leave me alone, that sort of thing. You have victory and success in your working life, and also you have the sun. This is what's coming in June. Like, I'd have to say that this is to do with business decisions, work decisions, relationship decisions. This is really good energy. And your outcome, 9 of Cups, 9 of Hearts, 9 of Pentacles, double 9, I'm getting goose pimples, and we have 4 of Wands. Woo! I've got goose pimples all over my legs and up my back. Now, I know that people that read tarots are probably going, that's got nothing to do with pregnancy. 9 of Hearts and 9 of Diamonds, which is what these are to me, is the 9 months that you're pregnant, and usually it's double trouble. And then when we have this is 2 people in a commitment, and this particular card has somebody watching on, represented by the crow, the messenger, watching this all unfold. Now, normally when we're looking at pregnancies and babies, a 4 to me is female, but I've always felt that it would be male for some reason. But we'll see as time goes on what happens. Chris, just to finish off, we'll just give you 3 of these. Just what else does Chris need to know coming up? And then KLM. What was KLM's question? Okay, Chris. We have you being desired by more than one person. I'd say that this is you with your work as well, not sexually or anything. This is your talents is being noticed, being seen. But in romance, you're being noticed by more than one man, and you do have this one sitting right beside you that wants to be there no matter what. This person wants to take you and be with you and whatever. Just be careful. We do have the nasty old snake sitting here right at the beginning trying to cause trouble. This can be male or female, doesn't matter. But yeah, they just want to get in and stop this happening, this connection. All right, so that's what we got. Oh, he wants a girl. Well, maybe that's why it's black, because the 4 of Wands is a black 4 in the poker deck. That's 4 of clubs. Normally when it's black, it's sort of like it's not going to be that, or it's where, the person wants that, but it's not that. And it can just mean not yet as well. I didn't have the full sequence. I didn't have the 3-9 with the parents or the 2 of you or the baby symbol. I had like the 2 9s, and I had 1 9 and a 3, but it was different. And then I had the 2 9s, but I didn't have the 3. You know what I mean? So we need a 4 or a 5 of diamonds or hearts. And then we need the 3 with the 9. Or we need the 3 with the 6, which is the parents, and then the 4 or the 5, especially of hearts. Anyway, KLM. This will probably be the last reading today, guys. My neighbour said somebody was looking around her house and mine on Saturday night. So what's the question? What's the question? What am I looking at? Am I looking at if somebody's staking the place out and going to rob the place, whether it was somebody you know that was looking around, or what's the actual question? Because there's no question there. Yes, your neighbour told you that there was a person on Saturday night who jumped off my roof onto her roof and was lurking around our houses. I don't know what that was about. I wanted to see if it was true and what they wanted, but anything to be worried about. Okay, so we'll look about safety and everything, but this is for entertainment purposes only. If you need to go to the police, if you need to file a report, if there's people in the street that have cameras that can verify that somebody was there, yeah, that's what you need to do. All right, so let's do it. And I have to say that for legal purposes, that this is entertainment purposes only. It's basically what I would call spiritual counselling or guidance, what I do. Okay, here we go for KLM. KLM, all right, KLM has been told that someone was lurking about up on the roof, jumped across to the other roof. What's going on with this situation? Does she need to get the police involved? Police would be the king or jack of spades, or even the queen of spades and the 10 of spades, or legal papers and things like that. What does KLM need to do about this person being around? It may have been a fleeting thing where this person was running from something and just happened to be at your place. I do know years ago we had police knocking on our door asking could they check in the backyard because someone had jumped fences and they believed that they were in our fence. Then they seen that we had a 80-kilo dog in the backyard and they went, there's no way anyone jumped in there. That's probably a 160-pound dog was in the backyard, maybe more than that. Mind you, it was a Newfoundland dog at the time, and Newfoundlands would lick you to death or push you to the ground and lick you to death and wag their tail. But when they're in a threatened situation, I don't know. They might protect the owners and they might bite someone, but they're not known to do that. All right, this is wishes coming true and happiness. So this is sort of giving me the idea that everything's okay and not to get too stressed about what's going on. You're scared of those dogs. Yes, you're scared of every dog though, Nina, because of what you've grown up with and what you've faced. It wouldn't matter if it was a dog this big or a dog that big, you'd be scared of it because you think it's going to bite. Okay, this represents the nighttime. This would represent the neighbour and the fear. This was somebody with irresponsible actions, see? This is your home, the four walls, your home, and this is somebody that was doing something they shouldn't be doing, obviously. I feel that this person may have been out drinking, doing some drugs or something like this, because this can be where somebody's been celebrating, having a good time, and then they go and do something stupid. You know, drive a car, jump on somebody's roof, roam around. But there is showing me possible that this person was at some party or somewhere enjoying themselves and then they just decided to do something stupid. I do feel that it may have been a dare. This may have been where somebody said, I dare you to go and climb up there and roam around over there or whatever. And I don't think that this person was alone either. I think there may have been 2 or 3 people involved in this situation, not just this one person lurking about. It's telling me that the outcome was all fine, that they decided to do the right thing and just go away and leave the situation alone. In your worries, fears, or any kind of problems that might be happening, you've actually got all of these red cards. So I'm getting told a different story here about a romantic situation, a marriage, a commitment, and new job and all of this. So this has nothing to do with someone roaming around your house. So it's literally telling me I wouldn't be too concerned about it. This is telling me about some really nice thing that's coming towards you. This may be somebody that was trying to interfere with what's going on in your home. Do you know them? I'll ask the cards that separately. And if we get more red cards, I'd have to say that you probably do know of this person. KLM wants to know the person that was jumping the roof and hanging around. Does she actually know? Do they know her? Yes, you do. I said red cards would mean yes. black cards would mean no, and this is what you got. Now, the triple fives would mean possibly something to do with if you do outside activity. So if after work you go to the gym or you go to the beach, if you do some kind of regular thing, that might be where you know this person from, or you know them from where you work. Let's say when you're at work and then on your lunch break you go down to the local coffee shop, and the coffee shop, this person's there. So yeah, it's trying to indicate where you know them from. They may live in number 55, number 555. They may live in number 5. So it may have the numbers 5 might be relevant to this person. I think they've seen you in a social type atmosphere, that they know you. But do they personally know you? No, because you don't have a friendship card and you don't have a relationship kind of card. So I just think they know you from groups of people or where you go. They may actually live down the road or something like that, or around the next street or something. There's a lot of party atmosphere in these cards, so I'm kind of feel like it's trying to show me that you obviously weren't at home, were you? Your neighbours told you, like while you were out, that somebody was on your roof and jumped to her roof. So I'm wondering whether this is showing me that while you were out celebrating or whatever you were doing, that this person actually came from a party or somewhere and was roaming around. You need to have some conversations or something with people. This is you having discussions with other people. If you're feeling threatened at all, this would be you telling your brother or some male friend that you've got, you know, can they come and stay over for a while, or stuff like that. But I don't feel like you're under any threat. And also I see some kind of bringing things to a stop. And your outcomes on this situation, if you're applying for a new job or a higher position than that, you've got all cards that mean some kind of success is coming towards you. If you've been doing school and testing or something like that, it's like you're going to be successful in something. I do feel that these last cards are telling you that if there's anything at all bothering you, that you need to go and put an official report in, just in case this person does decide to come back. And then, you know, if there's no official report being put in, and you need this neighbour and you to go and put an official report, possible description of what the person looked like, and just in case you see them out in the street, you call the police and say, the person that was roaming my house, I think he's standing out the front. But I do feel that nothing will come of it, that it sort of just all fizzles out and goes away. All right, let's just see what else we've got. You've got a lot of nice cards coming out about like a relationship and a job. So yeah, get a restraining order once you know if the person comes back. It might have been a one-off thing. They might have been celebrating that, and like a dare. I kept feeling like somebody else was there in the background saying, go on, go do it. I dare you, you know, something stupid like that. What else does KLM need to know? Now, this is just general messages now. I'm not going to look at that anymore because there's nothing really to come out. What else is coming towards KLM at the moment? What does she need to know? Come on, stop. Kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing for the last minute. All right. After a time of healing and withdrawal and just stopping, you have an opportunity to try something new. There's somebody inviting you somewhere, wanting to go somewhere. And again, you've got some kind of victory coming up towards you. Oh, so you've had something happening. Okay, yeah, you've got some kind of successful opportunity coming forward towards you. So there's some kind of offer here. It might just be a friendship thing that's coming in, but there's someone supportive or something like that. But yeah, you've got some victory and success coming up. It might be a new job, it might be passing a test, whatever. You do have something official here being signed and sorted out. I think this might be to do with this person, because we've got a king in reverse here, somebody not being themselves. It can be somebody being pissed off and angry about something. So I feel that this might be you making an official report that there was somebody roaming around, jumping the roof and everything. And whatever the description is of this person, were they tall, were they short, were they Caucasian, were they black, were they whatever, were they Chinese, depends on what she could see. You are going to be feeling very secure in your own self. You just said you don't want to be with anybody anymore. This is showing up as King and Queen of Wands, and the King is upside down. This would represent somebody not being themselves. And this would be you being yourself and standing up for yourself. So I feel that this person, whatever they've done, they've done. Now, your outcome cards that you need to know about here is something, again, successful, making a commitment to yourself, to your journey, to what you want to do. And you got Moon and Sun together. Now, I don't like Moon when it's by itself, because this is about secrets and things going on and somebody hiding something. This is the Sun coming out to say that whatever you're confused about, who was it? You may be going to find out very soon who it was, because you've got the Moon where it's secret, the Sun revealing. It's literally like walking in a room you can't see and someone turns the light on and you go, there they are, or there it is. So something you've been worried about, confused about, not sure what's going to happen, you will know very soon, and you'll be very strong with your decision and what's going to happen. Bottom of the deck, you got an offer of love. You said you don't want anybody ever again. There will be down the track, there will be somebody very close and trying to support you, make you feel happy, whatever. Okay, lastly, we'll just give you 3 of these for messages to finish off. Was there anybody else that came in the room that wanted a reading? Because those people that were there, they're gone. I could do maybe one more if there was anybody else that asked. I don't think anybody just froze. I don't know why. It might be because someone's trying to ring me at the moment. What's cat? Why are you saying cat? Was some question asked or something? Anyway, what else does she need to know right now? Oh, okay. So you're going to go embark on a journey. This can be a soul-searching journey, something you need to do. You need to make a decision, and you need to make it now and stick to that decision and start get moving. Be careful of somebody being sly and sneaky, and also someone trying to sabotage your future plans. Oh, your new man is a cat. I don't like cats. Yeah, I don't know about cats. I'm a dog person. I mean, I like other people's cats, but I don't want a cat ever. I might change my mind later, but yeah. Yeah, so I don't like it. You get these 2 messages here. I just feel that this is sneaky people sabotaging and all of that. You know who they are. You know who to keep away from. And this is you setting sail on your own journey. Meow. Nina's saying meow. She likes cats. Oh, you got something new coming in, some new kind of thing coming in. Your reading kept showing me a lot of stuff about like new job opportunity or promotion or a new school or, you know, going back to uni and completing some certificate or something. So there's something really nice coming towards you in amongst this other thing. I don't think it's a big deal. I think that this person was possibly at a party somewhere, possibly intoxicated or smoking a bit of pot or something. I didn't really see drugs. I seen more likely somebody that was just being a larrikin, you know, being a bit stupid. And I do feel that they were told to do it and they went and did it. I think all of us have done something in our lifetime where somebody said, I dare you, and you go and do it. My one thing was when I was a teenager, and I had a parka thing on, and it had a hole in the pocket, which meant, you know, things would fall through that hole and go into the back of the jacket. And a group of us girls were at sport, and we decided to go into the shopping. And they all said, we've all got to go and steal one thing. And me, being a stupid 14-year-old or whatever, went, yeah, I'll do it. And I stole the chocolate bar and I put it in the pocket hole, and it went to the back of my jacket. And I walked out with this chocolate bar that at the time cost 50 cents. And I had money, I could have paid for it, but it was a dare. And I never, ever stole anything in my life again. I was shitting myself. I was sweating. I was freaking out, all for a 50-cent chocolate bar that I could pay for. And one of the girls, I think she took jewelry or something like that, just junk jewelry, you know, it was $1 or something. And she actually got pulled up by the lady. She seen her grab it, and she said, are you going to pay for that, what you've got in your pocket? And we just walked out, and she put it on the counter, and she went, oh, I forgot. She said, no, I don't want that. I forgot. And then we all went out, and we all never did it again. So yeah, we all, you know, it might have been some idiot on a dare doing something. Good thing is you and your neighbour are safe. Nothing was damaged, I hope, and nothing was taken. But I do think that the person does know you, but not knows you personally. You know, they've seen you before, they know that you live there, or maybe the person that told them go and jump on the roof or whatever, that person knows you, you know. Anyway, that's what we get. And yeah, truth or dare. Yeah, we were 14, and but I'll never forget that. And I remember one year I did a psychology test thing, and you had to say true, false, or I don't know. And there was 300 questions. And one of the questions was, I have stolen something in my lifetime. I have once stolen something. And I put true. And even when I did that test, which was 15 or 20 years later, I was thinking, oh my God, I put down that I stole something. But yeah, a chocolate bar. It was a chocolate honey log. I don't know who makes it, but if you're in America, you probably don't have them there. It basically is honey nougat coated in coconut chocolate around the outside. It's absolutely divine. It's one of my favorite chocolate bars of all time. Anyway, Nina, I'm not going to pack this all away. I'll have a look at what you've got in WhatsApp, and I'll get back to you soon. Thank you, Chris, for turning up and helping out. Thank you to everybody that donated and all the people that joined us and had a good time today. Not sure, but I think we will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I might just head down here again, as long as there's nobody in here. As soon as I get here, go on live. We'll see what we get tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm not sure if we're going to come up to the club or what we're doing. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful evening or day, and I'll either see you tomorrow, the next day, and if I don't, I'll see everybody next week on Tuesday, probably. Maybe on the, Monday we've got to come out here anyway later on. So if I don't see you tomorrow or the next day, I'll see everybody on Tuesday. So take it easy. Have a great weekend if I'm not back, and see everybody next time. Bye for now.